Alright, grab your tissues and pack away your kitchen knives because this video might break some hearts. Or just make you roast me in the comments. But hey, I can't pretend every BL this year was cinematic genius. If I only hyped up the great ones, I'd be a certified hypocrite. And nobody wants that on their BL resume. Today I'm talking about 7 highly anticipated BL series that everyone seems to love but honestly had me rolling my eyes for multiple reasons. Some were poorly scripted, some had recycled characters, others had zero chemistry between the leads, and the production value so low it was almost comedic. If your favorite BL is on this list, please don't come at me, I swear I mean well. Let's dive in and see which dramas, in my opinion, were total duds this year. The biggest flop in Pit Babe Season 2 was ripping out all the Omegaverse stuff except for the special powers. The whole heart of the original novel was about breeding. Tony wanting Wei and Babe together because their combo of Enigma and Superior Alpha would create superhuman babies. But no, they completely erased that, making the story feel empty and shallow. Then they piled on these weird, complicated relationship dramas that don't even fit how the characters were built originally. The characters were made hollow with no depth whatsoever. I genuinely loved Jeff and Alan's vibe in Season 1 and was so hyped for their storyline, but Season 2 turned them into a snooze fest with forced misunderstandings that felt totally fake. Poo's acting did improve a smidge from Season 1, I won't lie, but it didn't matter because their whole relationship arc was aggravating as hell, full of conflicts that made zero sense for who they are. Here is a rule for sequels: don't turn characters backwards instead of letting them grow. And this colossal fails means Pit Babe 2 easily ranks as one of the worst BL sequels ever made. Honestly, the entire production team should be embarrassed by their choices. The next Prince was a massive flop, and I'm pretty sure Domundi never saw this disaster coming after pouring so much cash and 3 years into it. They totally overestimated Z and New's popularity, thinking their fan service ship plus some fancy sets and costumes would carry the whole thing. Spoiler alert, it didn't. The truth smacked them hard and it was ugly. The biggest killer was pacing. The show kicked off okay but then just dragged like crazy once the episodes stretched to an hour each, with barely any plot movement. The rival characters were poorly fleshed out, lacking meaningful motivations or backstory that could have made them compelling or believable. Instead of adding intrigue, these characters felt one-dimensional and their conflicts with the leads appeared forced and superficial. Honestly, I was more interested in Jimmy Ohm and Ned James, but their storylines got butchered, probably because Xenu fans whined about too little screen time. Their complaints backfired spectacularly, making the series an even bigger snooze fest. In the end, those fans shot themselves in the foot because they were the only ones still watching while everyone else just moved on to something actually worth their time. Honestly, I'm super disappointed with how I'm the Most Beautiful count turned out. The slow burn that everyone hyped totally flopped because the main couple barely had any real meaningful moments together. I'm a fan of slow burn, but if you're gonna do it, at least let the characters have some serious heart-to-heart talks. Instead, no, just surface-level interactions that never made me feel invested. Don't even get me started on the second couple, Jed and that young king. Their storyline went nowhere. For a supposedly political and social commentary driven show, it felt way too far-fetched even with the fantasy element. The quirky comedy was funny at first but got stale really fast, and by the time the episodes rolled on, the jokes stopped landing altogether. As someone not from Thailand, I didn't connect with the historical stuff or what they were trying to say about politics and power. If the show had focused more on the main BL couple and their growth, I might have stuck around to see the political drama unfold as well. But instead, the convoluted plot just made me check out early. Totally missed opportunity. Turning Hisu in Class 2 from a gay manhwa into a straight-washed series was the biggest mistake the producers could have made. They took what should have been a heartfelt gay romance right in the spotlight and shoved it to the sidelines as a side plot. Honestly, this flopped harder than Zayn and Jisoo's new single. With mainstream actors on board, this could have been Korea's breakout moment for BL, finally normalizing gay relationships for everyone. Instead, they pushed a bland straight romance front and center, making the whole thing feel like a wasted opportunity. Hisu and Songwon's story, which should have been the heart of the series, was practically an afterthought. The episodes dragged on with clunky, awkward editing, no scene felt complete, and somehow Chanyeong's endless tennis playing got the spotlight. Instead of exploring authentic gay relationship dynamics and forwarding the BL genre, viewers got stuck with Hisu's repetitive internal struggles and his one-sided obsession with Chanyeong, which just ended up making Songwon look like a rebound guy rather than a real love interest. Bottom line is that the choice to straightwash this adaptation was a massive fail. It lost its chance to connect with mainstream viewers and disappointed BL fans who wanted more than just crumbs. It's a reminder that trying to be everything for everyone can mean you end up leaving nobody satisfied and your series flops. If you want a masterclass in ruining a period BL, Memoir of Rati by GMM TV delivers. So many people were excited when the series was announced until the lead casting dropped and it was clear GMM TV was going to cheap out again. Great and In being cast as the leads was a red flag for me. Their chemistry was lifeless, just pretty faces on screen with not a hint of emotion or decent dialogue delivery. Honestly, it was a mercy they split them up after the show failed to pull views. Great deserves a partner who matches his energy and doesn't just pose for the camera. The biggest letdown is how the show glossed over the real issues between T and Rati. Instead of digging into real conflicts like class divides or Rati's tangled connection to the French embassy, they just fast-tracked a forced happy ending. The whole point of a period piece is the struggle. Give me some exploration, not just rushed resolutions. And those NC scenes were a total snooze fest. Zero spark, zero tension. In my books, the only thing that slightly saved the series was the second couple, who actually felt lively and had some emotional weight. But even then, their storyline was barely developed and wrapped up with minimal effort. All in all, Memoir of Rati was a missed opportunity. Bland characters, undercooked issues, and awkward romance that never truly landed. I hope GMM TV understands that BL fans want heart, not just pretty sets and pretty faces. Guys, I swear I must have missed some magic memo because my magic prophecy has everyone enchanted and I'm just over here rethinking my taste like, am I the problem? The plot was as basic as super noodles. The villain outed himself faster than I can finish my drink. And that whole prophecy magic seeing future thing was just there for vibes and nothing else. Jimmy and C's dynamic was giving deja vu. Watching their recycled energy from past series, I felt like I was caught in a BL time loop. Things got so bland, the second book popped up, I practically threw a mini celebration. Finally something new. Jimmy, can you please get a script where you're not the human version of a Pinterest boyfriend affirmation board? And see, you don't always have to go from spicy to soggy noodle the minute romance kicks in. Give us the chaos, give us layers. Give us literally anything else. So if this show is what counts as exciting these days, then I'm officially whole milk coffee in the matcha drinking world. So we literally waited over 2 years for a Bone Prim comeback and what the hell did we get? Revamp the undead story nearly buried me from boredom. Seriously, what even was that? And how do you manage to make Barcode look cringe and mediocre? Like, did I miss some secret workshop on how to ruin a rising star? I went from admiring Barcode in Kinposh and Dead Friend Forever to literally questioning my life choices. Questioning my taste for ever cheering him on in the first place. I don't think it's his fault though. That poor guy had a character written with the depth of a puddle. Honestly, the whole series felt as hollow as the undead it's trying to portray. Prem has never been on my best actor list, but Bone's performance here somehow was even worse. Like, did not working together for 2 years make them so rusty they forgot how to act or how to kiss? Because wow, those kisses had less heat than a freezer full of Korean BLs from 2021. The chemistry and acting between Bone Prem was as basic as it gets, and honestly, I didn't even have the stamina to finish and dissect the plot. I just tapped out from sheer disappointment. Alright, guys, this video has gotten too long for mine and everybody else's liking, but I have loads more BLs that I think are overrated as fuck, and I want to dissect them here with you. If you want a part 2 of this video, please comment part 2 in the comment section and I'll make another video like this. Subscribe for more unbiased and honest BL takes, and I'll see you soon. Bye!